you just pushed me.
I won't allow it. I can't.
Indeed,
Really?
should Corypheus succeed, do not doubt you would be first to feel his holy wrath.
Pardon me, but does this mean everything's lost unless we get to the Illuvion before?
Oh! Damn
Corypheus has a head start, no matter how...
We should gather our allies before we march.
Can we wait for them? We should send our spies ahead to the Arbor Wilds.
Without support from the soldiers, you'd lose half of them.
Damn you.
Then what should we do?
I'm going to hold that off, guys. Hold that
You
off.
follow the orders of
Hold
your
that
Inquisitor. All three of you. Josephine, have our allies send scouts to meet us in the wilds. Liliana, your fastest agents, will join them. Together, we'll have enough spies to slow down Corypheus' army until Cullen's soldiers arrive.
Such confidence. But the Arbor Wilds are not so kind to visitors. Old elven magic lingers in those woods.
We'd be remiss to not take advantage of your knowledge, Lady Morgan. Please, lend us your expertise.
'Tis why I came here. Although it is good to see its value recognized.
Any further instructions, Inquisitor?
Remember what Corypheus has done while you plan. Every loss, every setback, every death. Let him learn what it means to be an enemy of the Inquisition.
Okay?
We'll hound Corypheus in the wilds before he can find the temple or this Illuvion.
Must. What are you doing? Fireball. Who named himself Fireball? Apollo Johns. What? Double crossing.
It took us a while to get points. So let's see how this mission is. Epic.
Inquisitor,
How goes the battle, Captain?
the Red Templars fall beneath our blades, your worship. Commander Cullen says they're nearly finished. Our scouts saw Corypheus traveling towards an elven ruin to the north. We can clear you a path through his armies.
Make the monsters pay, Captain. Leave none standing.
We shall not flinch, your worship. Not a one of us. Andraste guide you, Inquisitor.
I wonder, is it Andraste your soldiers invoke during battle, or does a more immediate name come to their lips?
We're in the middle of a war, Morrigan. Time is short.
If your scouts report accurately, I believe these
They
ruins
may
to
want
be
this
the
round,
temple
but we're gonna win
of
the next round.
Mathal,
Which is?
a place of worship out of elven legend. If Corypheus seeks it, then the Illuvian he covets lies within. Let us hope we reach this temple before the entire forest is reduced to ash.
Let's see if I can put you in my team. If I can. I would like to put you in my team, but I don't know how. We'll figure it out. This place is big.
Listen to how close the fighting's gotten. It will be worse ahead.
If the soldiers aren't careful with their fires, they'll do Corypheus's work for him.
I hope you're right about this temple, Morrigan. I could use a building or two.
Do the woods discomfort you, others?
It's mostly the people trying to cut our heads off that manage that.
Make her take you!
Really? Come on. I don't want the shoe. I want that. Oh. At least I got in.
Those were Grey Wardens. They must be the last of those enslaved at Adamant.
If they are forced to obey him, death will be a blessing.
There, ahead. An entire camp of Red Templars.
Watch out. They've posted archers on the wall.
attacked by elves?
It seems this temple of Mythal is not deserted after all.
Perhaps these creatures are the reason few return from the Arbor Wilds.
Maybe it was like there all by itself. Where's Mommy?
There. That must be the Temple of Mythal.
I hear fighting ahead.
Go down? Yes, I did. Oh, okay, so tell me. I was busy.
Namilana Savanale.
The wretch mocks you, master.
These are but remnants. They will not keep us from the Well of Sorrows.
Well of Sorrows?
Be honored. Witness death at the hands of a new god.
Let's see if I can get that to 15, 17, 18. Bro, you know Goku turned Ultra Instinct?
That's cool.
It's outside.
It cannot be!
Across the bridge! Now!
Shirley?
Yeah.
SHERLY, I think. I think so.
At last, Mythal's sanctum. Let us proceed before Corypheus interferes.
You said Corypheus wanted an eluvian, but he mentioned a well of sorrows. Which is right?
I am uncertain of what he referred to.
You're not certain? You said you knew what he was looking for.
Confidence can carry one only so far, it seems.
I suspected. I did not know. Yes, I was wrong. Does that please you? Whatever the Well of Sorrows might be, Corypheus seeks it, and thus you must keep it from his grasp.
Let's find this well before Corypheus's people do. I want to know how Corypheus returned to life. We saw him die.
And his life force passes on to any blighted creature, Darkspawn, or Grey Warden.
Then Corypheus can't really die.
We'll find a way to stop him once we're done here.
'Tis strange. Archdemons possess the same ability, and still the Grey Wardens are able to slay them. Yet Corypheus, they locked away. Perhaps they knew he could do this, but not how.
Sealed.
Corypheus's lackeys managed to open it. Perhaps the altar holds a clue.
I'm so good at this game.
It appears the temple's magics are still
Bro, I got some
strong.
good materials. Yes, I'm a
Is this
15!
Elven? Does it say anything about this Well of Sorrows?
Let's see if I can go
Atishor
over it.
Vir Abalassan. It means enter the path of the Well of Sorrows.
There is something about knowledge, respectful or pure. Shiven. Shivenen. 'Tis all I can translate. That it mentions the well is a good omen.
At least we know the Well of Sorrows was important.
Supplicants to Mathal would have first paid obeisance here. Following their path may aid entry.
Perform a ritual to appease elven gods? Long dead or no, I don't like it.
If need be, unless you wish to turn back. Do not step any place you have stepped before. There can be no vacillation. This is where petitioners walked the path of their gods.
It is where they paid fealty to the gods. I have seen it, in the Fade. Only the reverent were permitted to touch this ground, and only in solemn contemplation.
Oh.
Yo, this is... Hey, who's copying me? Hold that, guys. Hold that.
I'm going to skip the boss. It gives me an option to skip the boss. Not the final boss.
Yep, I did. Hopefully, because that was like a big cloud of pink. No, we're barely one. Look. Look. I was trying to turn it around, but it wasn't easy. I was trying to get throughout the crowd. Now my gun is 13.0. Or 12.5. Once it's up 15, it goes, yeah, 13.0. You put it back to 15. 12. my favorite stage. I'm playing my favorite stage, bro.
Cool.
I always win this stage. Take your cops, I'll take this.
Alright, go take a haircut today.
Don't let them pass.
I took a shower.
Look, I got the thing now. The cake. I have to take a haircut, puppy. Okay, you can go down. Right here. Take a haircut now.
Come on, we might catch them.
Hold a moment. While they rush ahead, this leads to our true destination. We should walk the petitioner's path as before.
An army fights and dies for us. The longer we tarry, the more soldiers we lose outside. Let's jump down and be done with this place.
In this case, I must agree with the witch. This is ancient ground, deserving of our respect.
You see the urgency. We cannot find the Well of Sorrows unprepared.
We don't know what's behind those doors. They might have a reason for going another way.
Had they the option, they would have proceeded. That must lead to their goal.
Their goal? Or yours?
Good. Nobody wins Horizon.
There is a danger to the natural order.
Like I said.
Legends walked Thedas once. Things of might and wonder. Their passing has left us all the lesser. Corypheus would squander the ancient power of the well. I would have it restored.
I wasn't expecting your answer to be so romantic.
Trust me, your surprise is matched only by my own. Mankind blunders through the world, crushing what it does not understand. Elves, dragons, magic. The list is endless. We must stem the tide, or be left with nothing more than the mundane. This I know.
Mommy, I love you.
I read more in the first chamber than I revealed. It said a great boon is given to those who use the Well of Sorrows, but at a terrible price.
They're gonna build a new Pokemon game anytime soon. Can't wait to play it.
What sort of curse should we brace ourselves for if we use the well?
'Twould be easier by far to advise you of a curse. This price is not so well defined. My priority is your cause, but if the opportunity arises to save this well, I am willing to pay the cost.
And gain what?
That is what we must discover. The rituals may point the way. Will you abandon these rituals, Inquisitor? Think carefully. There is no return once we follow the Venatori.
Careful. Whoever did this is waiting. Around?
You still got 60% for that? Yo, little dog was just scratching her butt. Okay, now 15.0. I can see if I can get that up in here. And then I can check my phone.
Venatori have made sure we cannot follow.
Let's find another way out.
Is not what I expected. What was this chamber used for?
Being watched.
Venavis. You are unlike the other invaders. You stumble down our paths at the side of one of our own. You bear the mark of magic, which is familiar. How has this come to pass? What is your connection to those who first disturbed our slumber?
They are my enemies, as well as yours.
I am called Abelas. We are sentinels, tasked with standing against those who trespass on sacred ground. We wake only to fight, to preserve this place. Our numbers diminish with each invasion. I know what you seek. Like all who have come before you, you wish to drink from the Vira Belasan.
The place of the Way of Sorrows. He speaks of the well.
It is not for you. It is not for any of you.
Solus, perhaps he'll listen to you.
What shall I say, Inquisitor? Shall I sway him from a millennia of service by virtue of our shared blood? He clings to all that remains of his world, because he lacks the power to restore it.
We did not come here to fight you, nor to steal from your temple.
I do not believe you. Our duty is clear. The Vira Belasan shall not be usurped, even if I must destroy it. Masal Dinan.
No! Morgan!
Pointless waste of life.
I should have known. How many centuries have they guarded this place? Only to be gutted for no good reason.
This place is like a maze.
Be ready. These elven sentinels will know every turn.
standing up, stay up there. I'm not gonna focus on it.
Well of sorrows.
Somebody here.
So Mithal endures.
Andraste, guide us.
How has such magic lasted?
The well knows its vessel, and those who would despoil it. Stand aside, Inquisitor.
And you are?
I'm called Calpurnia. But when I partake of the well, names will be meaningless. Leave. This is not your time.
Take one step toward that well and I'll finish you.
You serve your people. You have one last chance to save them. The Well of Sorrows overflows with knowledge, power abandoned by those the elves worshipped as gods. To walk the Fade without the anchor.
Come on, stop.
That is what the Well of Sorrows will give Corypheus.
So if I take that power before him, Corypheus will be left empty-handed.
Simple fool. I knew you would take the well for yourself, to ransack its wisdom, to come.
Wow, this girl's hard. But I'm keeping my distance. Huh?
To my side!
What? No.
If I fall, it will not be by your hand.
That was so cool.
Level up!
You heard his parting words, Inquisitor. The elf seeks to destroy the Well of Sorrows.
So the Sanctum is despoiled at last.
You would have destroyed the well yourself, given the chance.
To keep it from your grasping fingers. Better it be lost than bestowed upon the undeserving.
Fool. You'd let your people's legacy rot in the shadows.
Corypheus needed Calpurnia to use the well. Without her, there's no vessel to claim it.
The moment we leave, he will send more forces to secure this place. The well clearly offers power, Inquisitor. If that power can be turned against Corypheus, can you afford not to use it?
Do you even know what you ask? As each servant of Mythal reached the end of their years, they would pass their knowledge on through this. All that we were, all that we knew, it would be lost forever.
Look around you. Everything your people were. It's already gone.
It is.
There are other places, friend. Other duties. Your people yet linger.
Elven such as you?
Yes. Such as I.
Our duty is all that remains. Those who drank from the Vira Belasan paid a great price. Bound to the service of Mythal for eternity.
You claim Mythal was truly a god?
To you, it shall make no difference.
Defending all that was left of what once was.
And would have happily buried us in the process.
Well, it's done.
That it is. You'll note the intact Illuvian. I was correct on that count, at least.
Is it still a threat? Can Corypheus use it to travel the Fade?
You recall when I took you through my Illuvian, I said each required a key? The well is the key. Take its power, and Mythal's last Illuvian will be no more use to Corypheus than glass. I did not expect the well to feel so hungry.
Let's not be reckless. I don't want anyone hurt.
I am willing to pay the price the well demands. I am also the best suited to use its knowledge in your service.
Or more likely to your own ends?
What would you know of my ends, elf?
You are a glutton drooling at the sight of a feast. You cannot be trusted.
Of those present, I alone have the training to make use of this. Let me drink, Inquisitor.
Are you sure you want this, Morrigan? We don't know what will happen.
We do not, and yet it must be done. I am ready.
It's yours. Morrigan. Are you all right?
Elasin Salah. Visan Allah. I am intact. There is much to sift through. But now we can...
Through the mirror!
Well, that was incredible.
It is done.
I'm pleased to report we won the battle, Inquisitor. When you went through that mirror, Corypheus and his archdemon fled the field. I'm not sure why.
What he wanted was no longer within the temple.
Perhaps. He spent so long trying to get into the temple, he probably couldn't have helped his forces by that point.
Then Corypheus is finished.
If he is wise, he will hide and rebuild his strength before he attacks again.
He will not hide.
Meaning he will attack us directly at Skyhold.
Not necessarily. But neither will he remain idle.
And how could you have such insight into his plans?
The Well of Sorrows held many voices, and they speak to me now from across the ages. They hold wisdom, secrets I never dreamed possible. But even they fear what Corypheus has become.
Should we fear him more than his army?
Possibly. Luckily for you, he has a weakness. The dragon he calls is not truly an archdemon. It is a dragon in which Corypheus has infested part of his being. He doubtless did so out of pride to emulate the gods of old. That pride can be exploited. Kill the dragon, and his ability to leap into other bodies is disrupted. He can be slain.
You're sure? If there are no bodies for him to jump to...
You assume there is a limit to the range of his power. There is not.
Then what do you propose? Killing the dragon is no simple task, if it could even be found.
There is a way to defeat the dragon, to match Corypheus in his power. The well whispers it to me now. Your help will be required, Inquisitor. Speak to me when you are ready, and we shall begin.
I'll see to Skyhold's defenses in the meantime.
Serve the Lord who loaded his catapults.
Honey, wanna go get him?
It comes swiftly, this moment that will be spoken of for ages. The day the Herald defeats him, and you'll be more than a holy woman to the people. You'll enter legend. And people, I wanted to tell you that I shared their sentiments, Inquisitor, and... well, I suppose I just did. It's... farewell, my lady. I was hoping you'd be by. We've received letters from Archon Redanus of Tevinter, and for both monarchs to come to us is nearly unheard of.
Then the Inquisition's deeds have won their respect.
They'd never have contacted. King Marcus asked the same, but demands we pledge allegiance to Nevarra instead of Tevinter.
What course of action would you take if you were in my place?
Strained as their relationship with Orlais is, I would assist the Imperium. Their friendship is difficult to win, and Marcus is a fading power. Tevinter is the longer, richer game. Yes?
Let's speak later.
Another time. A pleasure.
How do you stay so civil with everyone, Joseph?
Depends of circumstance among the nobility are... and I do deplore rudeness in those who know better.
Does it even...
But honestly, I miss meeting people. I've made the most fascinating friends. I'm mages, Templars, Seekers, and an apostate elf are not often found working in harmony. Or at all.
Let's speak later.
Goodbye.
So, you've been hanging out with Three Eyes? He does good work. Nothing compared to Bianca, though.
You're a quick study. Impressive. You're a quick study. Impressive.
Will you be coming to the readings? After what happened, I just assumed.
After the destruction of the holy place.
Victory in the Arbor Wilds. It is still out there, however. I wonder what Corypheus plans. But he will come. You will... No. The time has come to consider what will come next.
You'll be the next divine, I assume.
That has not happened yet.
But it...
If the...
The Inquisition is on its tail. That thing is accountable, even if it's not.
There's no end of it. I can store an army.
I understand the Inquisition has tracked down the missing Seekers. Care Oswin. I didn't see Ban Loren as the sort of noble. The sooner we go there, the sooner I can put this search behind me. Whatever advantage he hopes to gain, we need to stop him at once.
Oh. Stores are growing, and so long as we have fair coin to restock, you and yours will be well served. With Skyhold shining like a beacon? You name it, it's here or on the way. I've wrung out the slackers, given them what for. I think I like this job. Helps.
It all makes sense. I now understand the nuance behind elven words. The ancient lore reveals patterns I would never have suspected. Tis exhilarating, the rush of images. Truth dangling just out of reach.
I'm pleased I could give you that, at least.
And pleased I am to have the chance, believe me. None of which has anything to do with why I asked you here, of course. Earlier, I said there was a way to match the power of Corypheus, Inquisitor, and there is. We must summon Mathal.
And just how do you propose to do that?
Whatever Mathal was, goddess, myth, or ancient being, the voices of the well say a part of her power lingers on. How, or in what form, I cannot say, but that power is exactly what we need. I must go to an altar in the wilderness to perform the summoning, and you must be with me.
Will the summoning be dangerous?
The altar could have a guardian or other surprises. Thus, your company would be best. Imagine what we will learn, Inquisitor. Some would give their lives to unearth secrets such as this. The altar awaits our visit, Inquisitor. Everything I have done since leaving Ferelden has led me to this. Think of all we will learn.
I'd like to know more about you.
Ah, yes. Whence comes the mystery woman slinking her way into the Inquisition's What, then? 'Tis certain the nobles of Orlais breathe a collective sigh of relief that I am now here. And after that, I came to... Naturally, it helps to... The moment Celine perished, my time in court...
This is the place?
It is. Look for an altar. Ancient, but still standing. There! Do you see it? "'Tis all that remains of the great altar. We few who travel far call to me and I will come. Without mercy, without fear."
Cry havoc in the moonlight. Let the fire of vengeance burn. The cause is clear. A very old invocation. Perfectly translated.
Why, thank you.
Could this actually summon an ancient goddess?
We are about to find out. Your companions will need to go elsewhere. Not to worry, if there is shouting, they will hear it readily enough. You know who I am. From High Priest to High Priest, I am the last to drink of sorrows. Come to us, Mythal. Whatever you are, whatever remains, I invoke your name and your power. Mother.
Mother?
Now, isn't this a surprise?
What's wrong?
We have been deceived!
Now, that's quite enough of that.
What have you done to me?
I have done nothing. You drank from the well of your own volition.
Then you are Mythal?
That's Mythal?
You invoke that name so easily. I wonder if you know what it means.
I do not understand. How can you be Mythal?
Once I was but a woman, crying out in the lonely darkness for justice. And she came to me, a wisp of an ancient being, and she granted me all I wanted and more. I have carried Mythal through the ages ever since, seeking the justice denied to her.
Then you carry Mythal inside you?
She is a part of me, no more separate than your heart from your chest. You hear the voices of the well, girl. What do they say?
They say you speak the truth.
But what was Mythal? A legend given name and called a god? Or something more? Truth is not the end, but a beginning. A herald indeed, shouting to the heavens, harbinger of a new age. As for me, I have had many names, but you may call me Flemeth.
I know the name Flemeth. It belongs to an ancient Ferelden legend. It says long ago you left your husband for a lover. Your husband then tricked you, killed your lover, and imprisoned you. Then a spirit came to offer you vengeance. Mythal, that's what you spoke of.
One day someone will summarize the terrible events of your life so quickly. But yes, I was that woman. That is how my tale began.
Flemeth appears in other legends, helping heroes for reasons of her own.
I nudge history when it's required. Other times, a shove is needed.
We summoned you because we need your help.
Against the Magister who grasps beyond his reach. Yes, I know. The voices did not lie, Morrigan. I can help you fight Corypheus. Do you understand, child?
Yes. I think I do. Wait!
I wish to see who drank from the Well of Sorrows. It has been a very long time. Imagine my surprise to discover it was you.
And that is all?
A soul is not forced upon the unwilling, Morrigan. You were never in danger from me.
All things considered, Inquisitor, I now wish you had drunk from the well.
Will you be all right?
I am uncertain. What she said is true, at least. I have the answer to your problem. I can match the Archdemon's power when the time comes. All that remains is for you to find Corypheus.
Inquisitor.
Sister Liliana says the guests are on their way.
Corypheus
The
now
last
waits on you to
inheritances are
approach the
discovered,
Temple of
and
Sacred
Toke
Ashes.
is not a spring
A
color.
swift journey, and good luck. A pleasure.
What do the people make of us?
We've gathered many favors among the nobility. They will be gently reminded of this. Who did you mean? Goodbye.
We'll be spread thin until the rest of our forces return from the Arbor Wilds.
Of course. Did you find what you need, Morrigan?
I can match the Darkspawn Magister's dragon. Yes. As for matching Corypheus, that is up to you, Inquisitor.
Believe me, I know.
Then all that remains is to find Corypheus before he comes to us.
We've been looking for his base since all this began, with no success.
His dragon must come and go from somewhere.
Oh, what about the deep roads? We could send word to Orzammar, hire envoys to...
It seems Corypheus is not content to wait.
He's in the Valley of Sacred Ashes?
You either close the breach once more, or it swallows the world.
But that's Magnus. Wouldn't it kill him as well?
Inquisitor, we have no forces to send with you. We must wait for them to return from the Arbor Wilds.
Then I face him alone.
Tell me, where is your maker now? Call him. Call down his wrath upon me. You cannot, for he does not exist. I am Corypheus. I shall deliver you from this lie in which you linger. Bow before your new god and be spared.
Never!
As you wish. I knew you would come.
It ends here, Corypheus.
And so it shall. let us not forget what you are. A thief in the wrong place, at the wrong time. An interloper, a gnat. We shall prove here, once and for all, which of us is worthy of godhood.
You're not proving anything by talking.
A dragon! How clever of you! It will avail you nothing. You will fall as a warning to those who oppose my divine will. Enough! I will destroy you where you stand. Feel my wrath, little wretch. Feel my wrath. You think to best me? A runted dirt worshipper? Your people have ever been the sand beneath Tafinta heels. As you wish. As you wish. I will not stand for this outrage. Is this ragged mage another ally? One more rat has emerged from the garbage?
You cannot win, Corypheus.
You dare to touch an avatar of divinity. Feel my wrath, little wretch. Feel my wrath, little wretch. Let the skies boil! Let the world be rent asunder! I need only moments more.
He's getting bigger! He's really doing it. We have to stop him.
I need only moments more. Not like this. I have walked the halls of the Golden City, crossed the ages. Do not, ancient ones, I beseech you. If you exist, if you ever truly existed, aid me now.
Solus?
The orb.
I understand why you wanted to save such an important artifact.
It is not your fault.
Inquisitor, are you alive?
Victorious, I see. What a novel result. And it seems the breach is finally closed.
Looks that way.
What do we do now?
We go back to Skyhold.
A moment, my lady. My agents have found no trace of Solus. He has simply vanished. If he does not wish to be found, there's likely nothing we can do. But I will keep looking.
It's odd that he would just leave without a word.
You said he was upset about the orb.
It can't be the only reason.
Now that Corypheus has been defeated, we have a moment to stop and celebrate. Afterwards, you will be busy. Every noble in southern Thedas is clamoring to meet you.
As the saying goes, to the victor go the spoils.
They see more than victory. Previously, you were an upstart. A dwarf, of all things, leading rebels and heretics. Enjoy the evening while you can, Inquisitor.
I can't believe it. And yet here we are, celebrating. It would not have been possible without your support and...
It is said that Corypheus woke after his long slumber and found the world gone awry. He fought to bring back those days of magic and shadow, to raise himself as a god and set things right. Now, we are left with a scar in the sky to remind us of what almost was. It tells us that a great victory against chaos was won, but left the world forever changed. Consider the mighty empire of Orlais, where Gaspar has ascended to the Golden Throne. He rules unopposed. Each noble house that rises up against him soon realizes it has made its last mistake. He settles disputes with Ferelden, freeing the Orlesian armies to fortify the northern Tevinter borders. His victories are many. Strength and stability are restored to Orlais. For now. Sadly, Gaspar soon forgot his gratitude towards the Inquisition. Icy receptions meet the Inquisition inside the Imperial Court, where most prefer that Orlais bow to no one, not even heroes. Thus, many believe that when the next challenge to the usurper comes, Gaspar will stand on his own. The Grey Wardens of the South slowly rebuild in the months following the events at Adamant. They declare it time for the Order to emerge from the shadows, to join the rest of humanity in fighting their ancient foes. Rumors abound that they severed ties with their leaders at Weishaupt, and that a bitter war now rages between them. What becomes of Hawke is unknown, save that all news out of Weishaupt soon ends. Does the sudden silence indicate a battle within, or something far worse? 1 month after the defeat of Corypheus, the Chantry names Cassandra as successor to the Sunburst throne. Given the name Divine Victoria, she immediately enacts reform, a new Templar order, and a new Circle of Magi. A proclamation of support for the Inquisition is issued, recognizing its service to all of Thedas. Despite her popularity, the new Divine's reforms are seen by some as going too far. A new sect arises, demanding a return to the status quo. Negotiations quickly break down. It is the first time the Chantry has ever declared open war against itself. Those Templars of the Inquisition who were recruited at Therenfall Redoubt are left with a choice. In the end, many return to the Templar Order when it is reformed by the Divine. Those who remain under the watchful eye of Commander Cullen become the core of the Inquisitor's personal guard. And what of the Inquisition itself? It has eyes and ears in every hall. No secrets are beyond its reach, and that knowledge has become the source of its power. I leave Skyhold now, knowing that power will continue to grow. The Inquisitor is a symbol to many, a leader of the changing world order. To others, she has become a target. They linger in the shadows, waiting for their day to come. When it does, the Inquisition shall stand ready.
I knew you would come. You should not have given your orb to Corypheus, Dread Wolf.
I was too weak to unlock it after my slumber. The failure was mine. I should pay the price. But the people... they need me. I am so sorry.
I am sorry as well.